bad day. Very bad day. It's a horrible day. It's not over. It's only 1 p.m. Probably going to play some more games after this. But I want to take you through a couple games that were not really good games. They were very bad games. And this one I lost. And I think it's good in this journey we go on as chess players to show the losses too. So, especially considering I played as black and I lost. And this was Sicilian and I was just rattled instantly. I was instantly rattled by him playing knight a3. So I was like, I gotta make sure he doesn't get um, knight b5. For what reason? I couldn't tell you, but it's knight b5. Knight b5 just sounds scary. You know, knight b4 isn't really as scary, but knight b5 is pretty scary. If you know, you know. But life goes on, so standard Sicilian. And I castles. I'm actually winning. More than likely because my pieces are a lot more active. This diagonal for the bishop is pretty nice, even though he has the bishop guarding it too. So there's just no reason. And now I lose all the advantage. Probably because I decided not to just take with the knight or even take with the pawn. Well, it says I would keep with advantage. No, there's all the advantage that I had. Because if takes, probably just take back. But I was scared because this bishop was here. So I didn't do that. Instead, I played another waiting move and lose all the advantage on the spot. And he gives it right back, but that's 400 elo chess. So you'll have to forgive both of us. And I'm like, okay, let me just kick the knight out. I'm still keeping some advantage. And I felt it in the game. I felt like I was winning. And then I play here to strike in the center. And from here, it's actually pretty sound dominant chess for the most part. Because I take, if he takes me, we'll just trade off. So there's really no threat of losing your queen or anything. But you're going to see later on it does happen. And here is just completely winning. It's just completely winning. I don't know why. I'm guessing this move is pretty strong. There's probably some other really strong tactics here that I couldn't spot. But I play here. And my idea was I'm going to try to take this knight. I'm going to get in on the queen side with my knight, or king side with my knight. And the king is already pretty weak because he's committed these pawns too far. But then he goes to protect everything. And it's a classic example for me just not realizing that the king can fight too. So all of these squares are protected. I mean, the king is just going to stay home and do its thing. And then I hang my bishop as well. It's totally unfun. It was just a free bishop. I thought I was being clever, but then I realized there was only one defender of the bishop, and I just gave it up. And yeah, now you see, I have slowly I went from -10 in advantage to losing it all. Because knight e4 or c4 is a quite explosive move. Because even if I don't take, he's getting in and he just forked both of my rooks, which apparently is also not even a good move. For what reason, I could tell you in this position. But you see my advantage is completely dwindled. But I've kind of consolidated. I forced him into a tough position, but there was just nothing I could do about this. My rooks was gone. So, but what I could have done is just not hang a second rook in the process. Oh, whoops. While letting my queen get attacked again. Especially considering it was hanging in the first place. So yeah, it went from bad to worse. And the craziest part is he didn't even have to take because I believe yes. Oh wait, this isn't checkmate. Where was the checkmate? No, wasn't that. I found it in the game, and it's why I resigned here because I seen that mate was coming. I'm trying to remember exactly where it was. Ah, yep. That was just mate. Bishop snipes, and yeah, there was none of that. And I'm on that same diagonal still. The king is just completely cut off. Unlike his, which was so protected and surrounded by his pieces, he was perfectly fine. And instead, he takes my queen, and it's still M on the evaluation because there's nothing I can do. And then I completely hangmade one because the idea was to probably block or even maybe like attack the queen. Oh yeah, probably. This is probably the idea to prolong the game right here. To sack the bishop. I mean, to sack the knight. Uh, because well, not really sack it, but to trade off. So this diagonal is no longer there. But instead, I hangman one, and I resigned because I seen that Queen E6 is just checkmate. So yeah, not a good game. This is a very old game actually. I don't know why this is here. But let me take you to the other game because I actually did lose a lot more than that. But we're not gonna get into that because a lot of those games I resigned quickly because I was in a terrible position and I knew there was nothing I could do about it. Um, but here, this was actually not a really good game either. And I'm gonna try to be quick because it's 63 moves to get through. Well, actually, I think it'd be instructive to just take you to where he hangs his his main piece, which was well, actually, it was pretty early in the game. But I'm gonna show you how quickly he hangs his piece. So he tries to get in the big fight in the center, which is already bad for black. You don't want to do that. Then I develop and also hang my knight. We're not going to talk about that. I mean, sometimes you do have to leave the knight hanging, but you didn't hear that from me. Standard chess from this point, and I think his idea was to diagonal snipe me with the bishop to checkmate me on h2. It's a very common pattern, but well, no, we've talked about the Greek gift before. Um, I think I got a package waiting on me downstairs, but maybe not. Um, however, the thing is, you have to have a knight around this area or something to like stave off or even sack, right? So here he probably, actually, he would have had it. Here, if I don't guard against it properly, it's just checkmate. So he actually has it on the board. He just played it in the wrong order, which is insane. Um, But now I'm completely winning because your queen's hanging. Um, and even if you take to check, I'm safe now. So it's instructive that again these patterns just exist. They just exist in the games. They absolutely exist. You just have to play the moves in the right order because here, if I do not guard correctly, I'm getting mated. It's actually still just mate. Or well, it's not made from this, but it's still just mate. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. Is that probably, no, it's not this because you could run right there. But it's mate, pretty much. It's not that. But y'all get the point. Like, I'm completely losing. But he doesn't spot the tactic fully. And now he's actually completely lost himself, which is standard 300 elo shit. So now I'm just gonna consolidate for the most part and hang my rook in like two moves. Well, get yeah, cause I'm pretty sure I get forked pretty soon. But all of this is pretty much winning. I actually have mate in 5, but I miss it. If I had to guess, it's probably like it's not even that, because the rook is there. Oh, it's probably here. Yeah, but not tonight. I'm not sure where it is. Maybe this. It's probably this. Yeah. Yep, it's that. It's absolutely. Oh well, May 13. It's close enough. Um, but yeah. So here, my idea is just to trade down because the thing about being up a queen, you're gonna see. Matter of fact, let's skip to like here because eventually he goes. I believe I forgot what it was. Yep, it was. Oh well, honestly, don't know why I did just play here because now he would just lose his rook. Yeah, but life goes on, so I lose the rook anyway. I was too cocky with the fact that I was up a queen, which it was kind of warranted, even though now I've completely lost for what reason I could see for the life of me. Um, but yeah, it was just an easy position to convert because give checks, and black usually is so overextended trying to defend himself. You're slowly going to consolidate, win pieces back, um, and it's just that simple. So my plan here was just to push B because I knew he was going to be stubborn, and you're going to see uh, that he was stubborn. He started taking pawns and you know doing what he could, but I was like, nigga, your rook is your only hope. But it's okay because it's a lot of niggas only hope. You're gonna have to give up that rook. And now a bishop, no matter how many pawns, is just not going to be able to stop the queen from absolutely eating every single pawn, which is exactly what happens in the game. So I even play this move just to be a dickhead, just to let him know you're not promoting. And he completely just hangs the pawn on a5, which was just free. I don't know why I didn't. Wait, no. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm not on that diagonal. Sorry. It's been a long day already. I played like 20 games. But yeah, he just he just has nothing here. Like there's not nothing that can be done. I'm just gonna slowly eat the pawns, and he sacked his bishop in hopes of promoting, but it's too little, too late. You promote, but you immediately lose it right after. And you can't checkmate with just a king, because you can't check with the king because you're too close to the opponent's king. The king's just gonna. So Here it's just simple, and the strategy you want to play with here, you can just push this pawn and absolutely make two queens and like ladder mate, but you got a king already pretty much on the other side of the board, and this king is not getting to this rank. He's just not. You're gonna see he does not make it to the past the fifth rank because when there's no pawns or when there's nothing on the board but just the king, and you have a queen, it's the simplest technique ever. And you're gonna see all you have to do is put the queen in knight opposition. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. And just mirror whatever the king does. So if the king slides over one square, you slide over one square. Diagonal one, diagonal. I was about to say, come on, let me play the moves. Just continuously keep the king in knight opposition. And you could even keep it in like this knight opposition. So you could even do something like this. You can even keep it right here, but actually let me go back and see if I can like demonstrate a way to do that. Maybe like yep here. It's still just mate. Like you can still just go like say the king goes. Oh wait, whoops. Say the king goes like here. You go here. You say here. Well, now it would be more of a waste of a move at this point. You probably give a check and force it back, but you get the point. As long as it's knight opposition, as long as you know the L shape is still there, you're fine. And you just mirror the king until you get him to the corner. This is actually made one by this, but I wanted to, completely put him in the corner because I just like doing that. And get this nice, beautiful kind of pattern here with the king or the queen right in front of the king. And I'm not gonna say that, but supporting the queen's backside is a very, very strong tactic. Now get out of here.